It's giveaway time. So all you guys have to do is go to derailedart.com. Simple as that. I just started the website. You can take a look at it. Nothing's for sale. You don't have to buy anything. This is strictly to enter to win the alphabet graffiti page. Simply enter your email address at the bottom of the page. It's going to enter you with no purchase necessary. This is the way for me to keep track of who enters, and I have a means of contacting that winner at the end of March. You can take a look at a few of the photos. I put a page specific to the graffiti alphabet. It tells you what it's about, all the details, has multiple photos, when I plan to announce the winner, which will be at the end of March. This gives people the opportunity, a chance to enter in a timely manner before I actually choose someone. It'll be a random winner. I'm going to enter all of the emails into a randomized name generator. It's going to spit one out. I'll be able to reach out to that person via email, and I'm going to show you what it looks like here. So once you enter your email address, it takes me to this page on my Shopify, and I can see who entered. That was my example, myname@gmail.com. I should be able to see everybody in a list. So good luck. I hope you guys win. Stay tuned. Let's get right into this video. Welcome back to the channel. Look at this. This is the giveaway paper. It's so large compared to a regular normal 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. It's so large, I'm not even sure how to film this because this is massive. So according to my label, 22 inches by 30, so technically almost 2 feet by 3 feet. Massive. I'm about to get started on this handwritten alphabet I did. I went ahead and sketched everything. I feel like the letters are super cool. I think I'm gonna do them in blue. All right, everyone does black. Blue looks kind of good. And I just reloaded a whole bunch of ink. So stick around. I'm probably gonna do this in a time lapse. I think I'm going to do the alphabet like this so it shows better. It's gonna take me a long time, but this is to show my appreciation for 1,000 subscribers. I'm still trying to figure out how I'm going to get it to somebody, but stick around. Let's get started. Let me start sketching. All right, so initially I thought I had purchased some blue ink cartridges. It's not the case. I purchased some black ink cartridges. What's going on here? I'm trying to get one sheet of paper out. I think there's two. There we go. Super nice stuff. 140 pound. Even has a watermark right here, even embossed. It's really nice. So I'm trying to, it's so hard to do. I don't know if I want to do it this way. Portrait. Is this called portrait or is this landscape? Maybe this is landscape. Anyhow, horizontal or upright. This thing is so big. Look how big this is. So if I do it this way, I'm gonna have 5 rows of letters. 5 rows of first row 5 letters, second row 5 letters, third row 6 letters, fourth and fifth row 5 letters each. So it works out kind of good. The center section from will be kind of symmetrical. 2, 1, 2. That's my thinking. If I do long ways, I mean that's doable as well. But I feel like it shows better on a wall hanging upright. So I'm gonna flip this into time-lapse mode because this is gonna take me a lot of time. Look, you can't even see the bottom of the page. My hand, like, it goes off the screen. I need to grid this out very lightly with a pencil, start sketching my letters, and then come back and put the pen to it. All right, so let's get started. right, so I have the entire alphabet sketched out. It's between a style and a throw up. So I kind of switched it up a little bit. I figured I want it to be soft. I want it to be legible. I want it to be universal in case someone who's not into wild style, they could actually read it, especially if you're male or female. So these are the letters as they go: A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, the M, I may switch it, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. So there's the entire alphabet. It's looking cool. Here's my pencil for reference. I'm still gonna change a few things. This is a really rough sketch. So I'm gonna change a few things. I want it to be really perfect. Blue or black, not sure what I'm gonna do yet, but this will make for a perfect piece for someone's wall. I'll sign, date it, and hopefully I'll find a random name, like program where I could put all of the subscribers into it and it just randomly chooses somebody. The thing is, I don't know how to reach out to them. So I'm probably gonna say, hey, like, look at my posts, because I'll be updating it via post. So if I pick a winner, I'll post it there, and I guess you'll have so many days to like claim it. If not, I gotta, move on to the next person. So yeah, here we go. We're gonna work on the ink next. I'll see you guys real soon. Got 3 letters down. Figure I'll chime in every once in a while and just discuss what's going on. I don't know how long it's taken me to just do 3 basic letters, but it's taken me what feels like an eternity. Sadly, I have to keep leaning in front of this, so I apologize because I'm sure my big head is just blocking the camera view. One of the reasons why I'm doing a time lapse, so you only see my head moving around temporarily. The A looks really good. B, C, both look really good. I noticed as I got to the C, I thickened up the lines, and as I sit back and look at the letters, I realized the blue's too thin. Not the letter itself, the lines. So I went back and fattened up the A. I'm gonna come back and fatten up the blue. I want these things to be bold, right? I also went with a more simplified style because some of us on here, or let's say most of us on here are beginning to get into graffiti letters, not graffiti letters style. I wanted this to be legible because I don't know who this is gonna go to. So whoever wins this, it kind of has to be a universal fit for whomever is gonna win this. So I wanted something legible. I wanted something really clean, crisp, bold. But I also wanted to go with somewhat of a throw-up style. Not really throw-up style, but more on the softer side. The letters have a lot of contour. Some of them have sharp edges, but I wanted to incorporate a little bit of everything. I'm also playing with the shadow right now. I'm debating if I want to do a solid shadow or if I like how it's broken up. The thing about going over it with pen, there's no takebacks. So I'm trying it right now. Once I'm done with the whole thing, I'm gonna step back, look at it, decide what I wanna do. I could already tell you where some of the letters overlap, where the A overlaps this section, where it has this little cutback. I'm gonna come back with a gray marker and add shadow so it looks like the letter is overlapping. So I'm gonna add a little bit of depth. Initially, it was just gonna be blue or black. Now it's blue, black, and maybe a little gray. Still debating. I think I'm gonna go towards the gray, like a very subtle light gray. Either way, 3 letters down. Let's keep it pushing. Oh, I'm tired. I feel like my arms are struggling to lean up on this table. All right, see you in a few.
Noble Beats Production. Noble Beats Production.
And that's what we have done so far. It's taken me an eternity to get through 10 letters. And we still have 16 letters more to go. But damn, they are looking good. I mean, whew, imagine that hanging up on your wall. So we have a variation of the black and blue. I'm kind of jumping around. There's no real rhyme or reason. 2 there, 1 here, probably throw another 2 here, 1 here, and 2 here. I don't know. There's no real method to my madness. But dang, talk about consistency and letter flow. All of these letters look consistent. Same style, same proportions. This is what a true graffiti alphabet should look like. Let's hope the rest of it turns out the way I expect it. See you guys here in a minute. I'm gonna get back on this time lapse. All right, so I'm back on for a little bit longer. Figure we'll do one of these letters. Normal speed, since I am kind of trying to break the video down a little bit. I'll be honest with you. This is tough. It's tougher than I thought. Trying to get these lines thick and thin and precision and whatnot. It's kicking my ass so far, but let me show you what we're working with so far. All right, we got all the way through O. We're working on the row that has 6 letters, so it does look a little crowded, but that's how it has to happen. K, L, M, N, O. My midpoint is right here, so all the shadows are coming this way. All these shadows are coming this way. The only real congestion is going to be the L, M, and O, but from the bigger picture, I don't think you're even going to tell. I like it. Let's work on this P a little bit. Sorry, my hands. Can I move this? Let me see. See if I move it, and you guys don't get a good view of what I'm doing. So unfortunately, my hands are going to be in the way for a little bit. Just a little bit. So I do it real rough, and then I have to come back and kind of clean things up with the marker or with the pen, because these markers are not the thickest, or not the thinnest. So they kind of help me get started, but then after it's all said and done, I have to come back and clean things up some. Which is okay. Okay, there's the P. So see how it looks real jaggedy? Now I gotta come back with the micron and get my hand in here super tight and really get the lines looking the part. And my microns are running out too. I should have grabbed a new pack today, but I didn't think they were gonna run out this fast. Nothing we can't work around. My hand is definitely in the way. Let me move you guys. Oh. Okay, so unfortunately you're gonna be upside down for a minute. I was just on the phone with my friend, so you probably missed the M and the N. I was doing a time lapse. She called me. She was like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "Oh, I'm working on the alphabet. It's coming out so good. I don't want. It's for a giveaway, but it's coming out so good. I don't really want to give it away. Don't worry. It's still gonna be the giveaway. I'm just saying. I like it enough that I would love to keep it, especially considering how much time goes into this thing. I don't know how many hours I'm on, but it's a lot of hours so far. Like a whole lot of hours. I would say at least right now 7 hours. And I'm not even done. Okay, see how I get the lines a little crispy? That brush pen helps me get the thickness down. And then I come back in with this little guy and fine tune the lines to my liking. Get everything nice and crispy. Nice and refined. That's why it takes so long, because it's not a lot of detail, but each line is very meticulous, very precise. So I was thinking though, I'm not going to keep the original, but I may scan this because I would like a copy for myself. And if anyone has interest and wants a copy, maybe I could sell them for a really inexpensive price. Up to you guys. I'm gonna try and find somewhere that can do a high quality scan. After I clean everything up, finish this thing up, find someone who could scan it for me, get a lot of detail, and then if someone wants a print, we have a print, but the original will be gone. There's only one original, and it's not gonna be mine, but maybe it'll be yours. If you're watching this, I just looked at the phone, I'm already 7 minutes, and that's for one letter that's not even done yet. That just tells you how much time has gone into this entire alphabet. First it was sketching. You see me moving those yellow sheets of paper around. It was sketching on that, trying to get a really rough idea of what I wanted to do. Making modifications where needed. Then I had to grit out this big piece of paper. Then I put the rough sketch down with the pencil. Then I made any adjustments, which I am continuing to make as we go along. Some of the adjustments are like shrinking a letter, making a letter bigger. Like you can see the P, where my pencil lines are, it got modified right now. I felt like it needed to be a little bit larger in a certain area. But But again, there's no coming back from this. Once these pin marks are down, this is it. Thankfully, I haven't messed up. I mean, I did make a little error, but it was correctable with the shadow. I was like, oh man, I was like so bummed out because there's no way to fix this without really tormenting the piece of paper. And I'm trying to avoid that at all costs. I want to one and done this thing. Right, like that would be stupid to use some whiteout on this. This is why this is taking me so long, because each line is like super, it's critical to get everything proportioned right, the thickness. It's hard. And the paper has some texture to it, so as you can imagine, as I move along, the paper wants to knock my marker and my pen around a little bit. So as much as I would love some perfect lines, I'm still struggling to get them. But it's looking really good. It's looking really good so far. All right, rather than me waste time. Well, no, I said we would do this letter together without a time lapse. So I know some of you guys like to watch the long form stuff. So here we go. We'll finish up the P, and then I'll get back on the time lapse because I would like to get this video up soon because I have so many names that I need to catch up on. Like so many. And there's a good possibility I will be out of town when I hit the 1,000 subscribers. I'm leaving out of town for about 10 days. So if we do surpass the 1,000 subscribers when I'm out of town, I will do the giveaway when I get back in town because I won't have access to a computer. I'm leaving the country for the first time in my life. Kind of exciting. I'm a little nervous though. But should be an enjoyable experience. I looked at my passport and I'm like, dang, I have had this thing forever and I've never had one stamp. So it'll be cool to get one stamp in the passport. Okay, cool. All right, so now we need to do my little X in the middle. I kind of like the X's. It's something a little different. Like a little slash. Even these X's have good placement, you know? Everything's thought out thoroughly on this thing. Okay. I want it perfect for you guys. Whoever wins this, like, I wish it, hopefully you have an Instagram and hopefully you can tag me on the Instagram or send me a picture of it wherever you put it. I'm debating if I want to get it framed or not, but more than likely no, because it would just, depending on where this thing gets shipped, it could get very expensive very quickly. And trust me, I like you guys, but I mean, I'm on a budget. All of this is I'm not getting paid yet on this YouTube stuff. So all of this material, this time, my markers is just not it's expensive. That's all I'm trying to say. So wherever I can save like a penny or two, I'm gonna do my best to do that. And okay, cool. There's my shadow. So again, really rough it in with the brush marker, and then come back in, fine tune everything with the micron. There's one shadow, the K. I'm not fond of it. I tried to do all the detail with that brush marker. Not saying that messed up, you probably wouldn't even notice, but I noticed. It's a little thicker than I would like. But see, like, that's fine detail. That's really good detail right there. So, as it should be, right? Take my time with this thing. Definitely gonna have to upgrade the microns. They're pissing me off. And again, my center point is right here. I am officially done. So now it's just a matter of adding some shadows where I feel shadows should go. So I have a very light gray. And we will see how this looks. You're gonna be very subtle. Oh, that's gonna look so good. It's gonna look so good. I'm just giving these things all a drop shadow, these X's. Make it look like they're floating a little bit. Gives it a cool illusion. Super subtle on the gray, but just enough. You see that? Oh my gosh, that looks so good. Just a little bit, you know, right there, right there. Make it look like those X's are floating. Oh, my goodness, my goodness. Whoever gets this, please just enjoy it. Enjoy it for me, please. Oh man, it sucks. I'm giving this thing away, but it sucks that I'm giving it away because I spent so much time on it, but I'm happy that I'm giving it away. Does that make sense? It's going to hopefully a good home. Whoever gets this. Whoever gets this. Kind of implementing all of these techniques I've talked about over the course of many videos. Many videos. Like do this, do a drop shadow here. You know, add contour here, do this, do that. And now you guys get to witness it in its raw form. This kind of makes up for all the all the shitty sketches I've done, right? Because I know a lot of my sketches have been like very mediocre at best. Because I'm like, they get tossed in the trash anyway. Why would I spend a lot of time on some of these things when they just get thrown away. But now, I've been spending my time on this thing. And I might say, it's looking fantastic. Fantastic. Like really good. I really hope it's it gets framed, it gets hung. I mean, who knows? I mean, you guys could do whatever you want with it, you know? Sell it, throw it away, give it to somebody. Whoever wins it, it's no longer mine at that point. That's the point of this. Give it to whomever or do whatever you want with it.
This is Phase Ed Music.
Okay, you see how I smudge? I don't recommend this for mini paper. This is a 140-pound, really thick paper. So I'm gonna take a razor blade, and I'm talking just a little bit. The idea behind this is to remove a little bit of the paper. Not saying it's gonna work, but we don't have many other options at the moment because it's marker or it's pen. But this is the only thing you can really do if you're trying to fix a problem area and marker's already on it. Alright, safe to say that's an improvement. Don't take too much paper off. Bam. Can't even tell, right? I know I'm kind of in the shadow. Same thing there, and now let's go to the G. This is unacceptable. Unacceptable, in my opinion. These are the only two little mistakes. On a 12-hour pen. That one's not as good, but I think we could do a little bit better. Much better, much better. Cool, see? Can't even tell. Looking from far. Can't even tell I smudged that. You can only really do that with this thick stuff. Really thick paper. Take a little blade. If you don't want to add whiteout or anything, that's a way to get around that. All right, back to my shadowing. Cool. Is there a specific method to doing this? I know someone's gonna ask, how do you know where to shadow? All right, so what I was saying was someone's gonna ask me, how do I know where to shadow? I'm really just making it up, honestly. As you can see, we had consistency with each letter with all these little notches. I wanted some symmetry throughout the entire thing. So that's consistent. So I figured if I'm gonna shadow it on the backside, they're all getting shadowed on the backside. Same thing with the X's. If I'm gonna do one X, like the A, they're all getting the same shadow. And then you kind of see all the gray down right. Figured as soon as I start one letter, they all have to be consistent, or else things start looking weird. So consistency is key when looking at shadows. See, I know exactly where that shadow is gonna go. Real thin line, bam. Here, bam, where it overlaps. Real easy, and a little section right there. Simple enough. Easy shadows. Here, backside, remember? Backside, right here. This is a kind of a unique one because this one wants to overlap this. But then we have a little there. And then we have this. So kind of a unique one on this letter Z. Okay, let's look at it. Looks really good. Really good. Almost contemplated like doing more of a drop shadow behind each letter. Not sure if I would be taken away from each letter or not. That's a tough one. I may be able to. Maybe I'll sketch it with a pencil and see what it looks like. So, all right, give me a minute. I'll be right back. All right, guys, ladies and gentlemen, finished product. The entire graffiti alphabet A through Z, all consistency, all same font, all original, all straight from my mind to a sketch, to a pencil, to a pen, and ink. All shadows are meeting towards the middle. So all the upper portions coming there, all these coming here, congregating between the M and the N. The K, L, M, N, O, P there's the only row with 6 letters. That's why it looks a little congested, but overall it looks super fantastic. Good luck to everybody. I appreciate you guys' support. I'm gonna sign it, date it, and I will see you on the next one.